that I would be attending some kind of college. 2 years ago, I was living in Seattle, and I had left the very best job of my life. Okay. My son and I had moved in with my aunt who ran a beauty shop. So me and my lazy self, yes, not after working for like 3 months of sitting on my butt and doing nothing and being lazy, I started working at my aunt's shop doing hair. Didn't do too much because all I could do was braid, because in the shop you have to have your license to work with chemicals. So one day me and my aunt was just driving down the street, and she seen the Clover Park sign that had all the signs flashing across the screen. So she decided to make a U-turn and pull up at Clover Park. It made me go inside and sign up for school. She told me I wasn't going to sit on my butt anymore. I was going to get up and go back to doing something. So I enrolled in school. I asked her why I really had to go, when my job actually offered me to come back and work for them so I could just sit on my butt some more. So I was staying at her house, so I had no choice but to attend school. It was a great opportunity I was given, so why not? I didn't have to worry about childcare. I didn't have to worry about my son getting to school. I had my family's support, so why not go back? So since day one, I hated attending school. It meant getting up all early, but it made a great difference in my life and changed the way I look at things in my future. What I have learned at Clover Park will affect me as a person, and it has showed me what I can really deal with. So today, I will share you some of my woes and accomplishments as a person, which is how I can get along with other girls, how patience and obedience has played a part since I've been here, and how being in cosmetology has made me want to further my college education. Yes, attending here has made me get along with other girls. I was raised with nothing but boys. Being the only girl was very hard for me. They were mean and nasty to me, so when I was in elementary, the girls were also mean and nasty to me. They teased me, put stuff in my hair, or just straight rude. I didn't care for girls at all. A matter of fact, we all had a love-hate relationship. I had a very bad attitude towards them. Yes, I did get into a lot of fights growing up because of this. So on my first day of school, I walked into the classroom and sat in my seat and watched all the girls walk in one by one. I was thinking, oh no, not high school, all over again. It was a room full of loud-mouthed girls. And yeah, you can tell they was all real young, not mature. Well, to me, they were all young. Only one of them was under 21. Days went on and weeks, and the girls just fought and argued. It all made me want to just go into a rage. I couldn't stand it. It was girl fight every day, verbally. I wanted to so many times, like I would have done in high school, is to tell them to shut up and tell them where they can stick it. But I didn't. I held my temper. Yes, I had a real bad temper. I can tell anyone off at any moment. That's when I learned in first quarter. Now remind you, I'm in fourth quarter now, that I can tolerate loud, mouthy girls. Coming here has taught me in just the first 11 weeks that I can actually block them out. I tone them out. They're yelling, they're screaming, the talks we shouldn't have been having in class, you know what I mean. I stayed to myself, didn't have any friends till second quarter. Well, first one, that was Allie. She was cool, but she was a big mouth too. But I found myself getting along with the girls by the end of second quarter. Pretty traumatic experience for me. I know some, but all of them I should know, but it's okay. They taught me a lot, the young ones. Even though the oldest in my class is 38 and she acts like she's 18. Even though I didn't work for like 3 months and getting up late was the best thing ever, I had to learn some things all over again, or even some things I slacked on. One is I had to learn patience. At my old job, I can get up when I want it and come in by noon if I wanted to. Just be there for the meetings and presentations. So my manager let me slack off a whole lot. I still got paid through my hours though, and maybe I took advantage of that sometimes. Well, coming to school again, I wasn't used to that, so I had to learn patience. Sometimes I just wanted to learn to get things over with. But my teacher did things at her own pace and reminded you the girls were always catty. It wouldn't be quiet. Plus at the time, my son was only 4 years old. And he drove me nuts, so I didn't have patience for him either. So working, coming to school, and dealing with him was a headache. So coming to school and learning new ways of dealing with certain stuff, it all built up into a bubble, and it bursted. And that's when I told myself to find time to slow everything down, to find patience. I had to be patient with some things going around me, and just dealing with overall people. You need to do that sometimes. Sometimes I forget back. I have to think about it sometimes, and I can really live without using it. It makes the frustration a whole lot better and easier now at home, too, that now my son is 6. Obedience I have also regained. I'm not an organized person sometimes, or not on time to show up. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. My class hours count. Yeah, you have to show up every day on time to get your full hours. If you're a minute late, you need to be here. You'll get dock time. You'll get docked a half an hour off of a minute being late after the time we're supposed to be in class. So you need 1,400 hours just to do your internship, and you can't complete that unless you take the state test and do boards.